And there you have it, Tyrant with the 1 over LOUVRE.
Ooh,
Let's go, baby.
okay.
It's
So
going to
on
be
the blue
awesome. Tyrants on the
side,
blue side
it's
now.
Exactly. So Tyrants on the blue side and LOUVRE SG going to be on the red side.
Are something that is going to be very prevalent in this game.
Tyrant and LOUVRE. All right, looks like we're into the game. Guys, take it away.
All right, make sure, for those of you at home, make sure to get your popcorns because this is going to be a knee slapper of a good time. It's Tyrants on the blue side going up against LOUVRE SG on the red side. Oh my goodness, there's going to be a bit of a technical pause here. Technical issue has been resolved. Now, I was touching a little bit on coming off of loss, right? So I'm going to go into my own professional experience as an athlete before this. Coming off a loss can either make you really good or really bad. It just depends on how you take it, right? Whether you want to improve on it or not. Because the greatest source of humility and growth is always defeat.
Exactly. You learn the most from there. And hopefully you need to be able to apply the reasons why you lost and turn it into successes in the end here. We are seeing the camps being taken away and the proxy already has begun here. So Tyrant showing even more dominance. Ooh, having a little bit of difficulty here. The kick-up does happen. We are seeing the Argus is coming back in the air. Will it be able to translate into the first blood? It will be. So Argus does get the first blood. Belmont is ripped off from the map just on the early beginning seconds of the game.
Well, now looking at what is happening over to the top side here, not much difference from what we saw in the previous game. It looks like over to the bot side, they are going to try to start a proxy, but with the wave pushing out, Lancelot and Balmont over to the bot side pushing it out, they won't be able to try to start it out. We do see on the minimap that they are going to try it. LOUVRE, CZ, and KYZ now looking to try to get a little bit of pressure, but with Aeon over to the bot side and the fact that the tankiness is there, they have to be very wary of how they approach this.
I think they're playing a very cautious game. Now, we talked about, you know, it being a very reactionary game in the last time. Lancelot does go in, will manage to steal away that wonderful cap. We are seeing Turtle spawned already in that top side of the map. We see already the tri-lane there as well. So Astas, Grok, and a wonderful Zask is there. In fact, they will be starting it away. Look at how quick that's being taken with absolutely no response. Lancelot is coming in just to make sure that he's there to reinforce if possible. Not needed, and Tyrants now with that turtle being secure. This seems very similar to how game 1 when they did control it. It was a little bit later on in the game. Now we are seeing the Argus is coming on the other side here. Belmont is spinning away. Chow is there as well, but not being able to do much of anything. It's a little bit too early in the game. They haven't quite hit that power spikes. Harley in lots of problems that's here. One last hit. The juke is good, but the chase is completely on way back there. One last hit.
Snap, crackle, and pop. It's going to be another kill, but could it be another one for Xian? Xian getting pushed into the tower, and that's going to be a kill over for the side of LOUVRE. 1-for-1 exchange. LOUVRE now leading with the kills. However, goal differential in favor of Tyrants. How do you feel about this?
I mean, this is once again very similar. They had a little bit of that kill advantage, but it's started losing up because of the area that's here. Zaz getting kicked out. It is under Tara, will get taken down. Here's a Chow gets the kill credit for that. Staz and Grok now heading away. They need to be cautious about this because it is a 2v3 at this point. The slow does come out. Akai jumps in the end, but not quite enough. Grok's wall, wrong positioning does make sure that they are defensive.
Now let's go into Juke City, starring Harley. Now this is very smart coming in.
Jump forward, walk onto the other side, and just as he's about to hit on the other side, pop right back, creating the maximum amount of distance.
Yeah,
fabulous.
Very, very well done coming in from the side of LOUVRE SG, but it seems that Xian as well will be taken down with that replay. Like I said beforehand, positioning is everything. I really like the fact that Harley did do that juke, but it would have been the better juke if they managed to get away with it. But over to the top side, Skyway, Angel, and the rest of LOUVRE going to go for a 3-for-3 fight. LOUVRE CZ getting dangerously low, and it's going to be the first to go down. Now it's going to be Angel going to be the one. Oh, here comes the Harley with throwing out the cards here. That Rafaela throwing out as much heals as she can. Look at Skyway trying to get away. Nice little spin from the Grok and that last minute jump to avoid all that damage. Look at that.
It was actually really good coming out from Rafaela's side. Oh, that's a lot of damage. What are you doing?
Oh
No.
my goodness, what is he doing? That was just terrible coming in from the side of Tyrants. It seems that LOUVRE now has a little bit more of a fighting chance against Tyrants in this game. However,
That was miscommunication because the wave did not get cleared fast enough so that the minions could have reached under the turret. Too much damage was done. A little bit over eager, does get punished inside. But Tyrants still ahead in goal by a mere 1,000.
well, like I said beforehand, you've got to be careful on how you communicate with your team. You got to make sure that everything is firing on all pistons, but over to the bot side, KYZ is going to be the priority, and that kill. Nice little execute coming in from Xian.
I mean, that hurt. Not only did you have the execute coming out, you also saw Belmont as well use his ultimate way. Rafaela's ulti does get missed. Hardy's ulti is on. That will be able to take it out. No!
Oh! Oh! Holy cow, Aeon with just a little bit of health. 10 HP, walk away.
Wow.
Guys who are macho do not look at explosions when they walk away.
Exactly, they just walk away completely. With so many members, they focus down south. We see that Tyrants are going to get yet another objective. Not only was it the middle turret, we also are seeing that drop throwing up the wall that makes sure nobody can come through. Turtle will be secure under them, leading their goal score ahead by 3,000, ballooning it. Really good job coming in from Tyrants.
I'm liking how Swan actually used that wall just to block off that.
Just in case.
Just
Precautions,
in case.
yes.
I mean, and that's just high level thinking. You know, you don't, even if you know for a fact that there are 3 members down.
Just because
down,
you can't see, you never know. It was like the Diggy steal onto Lord as well. You never know. You don't want to give the advantage away. Staz does get caught out here, but guess what? It's an ambush. We are seeing that Lancelot is coming in as well. Staz with the heals already coming on. Akai is joining in the fight as well. Now Harley taking a little bit of damage as well. Some chips. They're over there. Rafaela and Belmont way up top seeing each other. Looks like their focus is going to be this turret away as the wave is coming through. The cards does get thrown out. Argus does take on Belmont at top, but this looks like the tower will fall with not much help coming through.
Well, 3 towers in favor of Tyrants, and it's more of the same. Oh my goodness, CZ going to get taken dangerously low, but he's not going to get punished for it. Does manage to flicker away at the last minute. There goes the cards being thrown out, stack, but oh my god, the charge by Swan is good. But what was that though? Tyrants, what were you thinking?
I think he totally made the call to go through, and then immediately he was like, nope, there's too many members over there. So I guess you can either say he went in a little bit too far by himself, or the team made the shout call immediately upon reacting to seeing that there were 3 people over there.
In other words, hashtag top 10 enemy betrayals by your own team?
Potentially, yes.
Potentially, yes. Anyway, jokes aside, this is going to be a very interesting part
Xian
here.
needs to be careful about this. We are seeing the enclosure coming in. We have Argus and Chao. They dash away onto the other side there. His team is nowhere close. He looks like he will be able to close up the distance in the end. He will be able to make his escape away. He lives to fight another day. He is the highest level member at this point at 11.
Oh, and when you look at it in this way, right, you have to understand that the Lord with both teams, excuse me, with Tyrants looking towards rotating to the bot side and pushing it out does indicate that they might actually go for the Lord. This is foreshadowing towards Lord, and they're prepping for it.
Yeah.
They need to take down the bottom turret, and they take down the mid turret, trying to get a kill at least to make it a little bit more secure. And wow, but it seems that Angel gets a kill on her own. With
Tyrant
that
needs to be careful. Argus is healing up from this. Lancelot does go in again. Zaz does come out with 1 kill. Estelle comes out with the next kill of that. LOUVRE does go down. Akai as well. And that is multiple members, 3 of them being taken out completely. This will signal Lord to be taken away quite easily. Just also want to mention that before this, at the buff fight, Estelle managed to steal away the buff, which means there should be no contest whatsoever on this. Tyrants really dominance in their showing so far. 5,000 goal lead ahead. Let's go into a quick replay of that last fight. Notice the engage as Chao is backing away here. The engage goes through. We see that Xian is moving out completely, does dash back in. The damage is good, and Akai has nothing left to do here but get bursted down.
Now Lord has been taken up for the side of Tyrants and is going to start pushing over to the bot side. This is going to allow all members of Tyrants to actually rotate to other lanes and focus that lane while LOUVRE SG tries to actually push out and negate that Lord. It is going to be an uphill battle for the side of LOUVRE SG. And with 7,000 gold advantage in favor of Tyrants, it doesn't look like a great day to be a fan of LOUVRE SG. I know I'm crying inside.
Well, I think one of the things that they are doing well and they have to praise them for is their ability to, re-engage into these team fights here. Unfortunately, they're not quite great on the positioning because certain members have been a little bit lower. Argus does get brought down a little bit here. The Lord is still there. It looks like yet again Belmont will be taken down by Argus, but at the same time, we are seeing that they are being distracted. The mid lane here, now the engage is going through in the end. It looks like they're focusing down the tower, down to half health already. But Chow is coming in, the kickback is good, and Akai is trapping them right in the middle there. The turret does get removed. Zask is on a killing spree, a double kill right now. They are fighting in the wrong area, completely under the damage that's being dealt. And that is their problem, the zone of control and damage. So well done by Tyrants.
What did I say in that talk before we gone into game is the fact that members of LOUVRE SG need to take fights more in their favor, and they did do pretty well early on. They did take a lot of the fights on their terms. However, Tyrants now are starting to shift the paradigm and make it work in their favor.
Yeah, and with that being done, it is almost a 10,000 gold lead already for them. Map control is definitely towards them as well as level control. Akai jumps in all the way that's here. Lancelot is completely blocked away, but where is the damage? Assess comes back with the healing here again, and Akai gets taken down.
Ooh, that is just painful. The amount of damage is being thrown out, and it's going to be another turret in favor of Tyrants. And
There's a double kill. Xian is all the
wow.
way in here. He will not be able to escape. He does get ended out away, but he is able to help secure the team. Argus does come out again, a little bit too far. They should back away from this because they can wait for the next lot to spawn and wait for the final push that's there. The kill score is 10 to 11, but the map control is completely in their favor.
I mean, 7 turrets to LOUVRE SG's 0?
Yeah.
I mean, this definitely shows that Tyrants is one of the top teams in Singapore, and I guess all they need to do is actually convincingly defeat their rivals in IDNS SG. But like I said beforehand, this game has not been won yet. So I'm still thinking that it could be LOUVRE SG's game, but like I said, it's going to be an uphill battle. They're going to be basically from the base of a hill, covered in grease. They have to claw their way up that hill. And they've got to be very, very wary of all the changes that are being made by Tyrants because they are adapting their playstyle to better suit LOUVRE SG style. And here comes CZ. CZ trying to get that Jeet Kune Do, doesn't manage to get that double knockup, and that could be a factor in this particular fight. CZ had a huge opportunity to turn that fight around and just messed it up with just bad timing, in my opinion.
Well, it also was a team most likely called back because they didn't think they wanted to, go out too far, where they did not have exactly vision about positioning. You are talking about brush area that's over there. Oh, almost being able to bring down. Aeon needs to back away from this. He is creating so much of destruction. Akai gets brought down. Zaz is unstoppable. Yet another kill coming through. Chow is trying to assist them out. The tower does get destroyed, so no longer any difficulty. Wall is perfect. Assess comes in with another kill.
That Grok wall was just Tilted Rhinoceros Rex as they're going to be pushing out. This could be game for the side of LOUVRE SG as Tyrants are pushing it out.
They're waiting for the next wave, and that will be it for them. I don't think so Harley can put up that much of a defense. We are seeing on both sides here, it will be the end of the game. Will it bat the stats in the end? They will be able to. That is a kill for Lancelot. And congratulations, Tyrants.
Wow, Tyrants with an amazing and big victory over LOUVRE SG, and we're looking at the stats right here. MVP of the game is going to be Obby, whereas MVP for the side of LOUVRE is going to be